everyone, welcome back to Chasing Moonlight Farm. My name is Renee, and today we're going to talk about ordering and buying bulk food and other supplies that you might need in the coming months. We've all seen the news, we've all heard the rumors that there are going to be food shortages, and that there are food shortages, and that prices are going up, and this and that. But we're not going to be afraid, we're just going to be prepared. One of the companies we love is Azure Standard, and we wanted to share that with you today in hopes that this might just be another option for you. If you can't buy food locally, bulk food, lots of people don't have Amish grocery stores near them, or even grain mills, things like that, where they can get feed for their animals or bulk grains. So hopefully this will just be another tool in your belt in preparing for any eventuality of a food shortage or anything like that. They are a company that's been around for 5 generations. They grow thousands of acres of organic, non-GMO crops. They support thousands of local farmers, and then they turn around and they deliver that to you at a drop-off delivery point. The drop point delivery system is very simple. You go online, you order the things you want to order, and then they are loaded onto a truck. They are delivered to a drop point. Usually it's about 2 weeks after you order, or a week and a half, something like that. They're all delivered to that drop point, and everyone in that area that has ordered and chosen that drop point will arrive at the same time. We unload the trucks and everyone takes their food home. It's that simple. It's really, really simple. There is a drop fee, but it is so much cheaper than shipping. As you can imagine, shipping 100 pounds of food is going to be extremely expensive. So this lowers that quite a bit, and it's just really convenient. So we really love it, and we're going to show you a few things that we get from there. And hopefully this will be another tool in your belt. All right, here are a few things we order from Azure Standard, and I'm going to talk about each one a little bit so you get an idea of what's available. And of course, as always, go on their website and check them out. We buy big bags of sugar, 50 pounds at a time. This is organic cane sugar. It's just evaporated organic cane juice, and that is very reasonably priced, cheapest I've found. Also, 50 pounds of organic oats. Those are rolled oats. Again, their price is the cheapest I've found on oats so far. Really love those. Now these things right here, a lot of these things we have been using to make granola bars. So a lot of these are splurges more than they are staples. But I did want to show you these because I wanted to show you that you don't always have to buy things in 25 or 50 pounds. They do have single bags, like this is a 2 pound bag of cashews, and it's pretty small. There's a 1 pound bag of medjool dates, 1 pound bag of 1 pound bag of dried cranberries, and these are all non-GMO. Look at that. Or organic. Organic is obviously non-GMO, but they just have a bunch of stuff. Dried sweet cherries. We use all these for granola bars, like I said, so they're a little bit of a splurge, but they all come in these paper bags like this. I tend to keep them in the paper bags unless they're spices, and then I put them in jars, which I'll show you later. But lots of different sizes here. Here's a big bag of coconut. This is 2.5 bags of unsweetened organic coconut chips. Very reasonably priced. All of this was similar to Amazon, and I would definitely prefer to support Azure Standard and family-owned businesses versus Amazon. But again, you can buy smaller bags. White chocolate chips, organic. Non-GMO golden raisins. Again, a small bag. How much is that? £1 pound? Yep, 1 pound. These were all similar prices to Amazon again, and I chose to support Azure. As far as baking supplies, true staples. Cornmeal, this is a 5-pound bag. You can get multiple sizes of these as well. You can get the 5-pound, you can usually get a 10, a 25, and a 50 in most things. Sometimes they're out of these things in certain sizes, so you might have to, for example, they were out of the big bags of organic all-purpose flour. So I just bought like 4 or 5 10-pound bags. And it really wasn't that big of a price difference for that. But that's the flour. I got a bunch of those. Okay, for protein. Let's say, for example, that your store is really expensive on their meat and you really don't want to or can't afford to buy a bunch of meat. You can't afford to go and buy a quarter of a cow. How are you going to provide protein for your family? Lots of people will say only buy in bulk what your family will, typically eats. But I'm going to counter that with, but if there is no meat available and your family typically eats meat and there is none, what are you going to do? These are good replacements for meat. Great high in protein products. Pearled barley. This can be added to soups, to vegetable soup. Non-GMO pearled barley, very high in protein. And of course, beans, non-GMO Great Northern beans. Here's a 13 bean mix. These are all 5-pound bags. Again, you can get these larger if you want. And I would do these in like soups. And a lot of this will replace meat. You don't need meat when you have beans and rice and things like that. That's the one thing I do not have here is my rice. I typically buy about a 10-pound bag of organic brown rice as well, but I'm out, so I need to reorder that. But those are options when you don't have meat available. Get some beans and do lots of bean soups and do vegetable soups and throw in pearled barley. This has I think it's like 19 grams of protein in 1 cup. I mean, that's huge. That's a huge amount of protein. So we want to keep our families healthy. If there's a shortage, and beans will do the job. There's some kidney beans. You can throw that in chili, tacos, things like that. Some other things we buy, I've already put these in jar, is spices. You can get organic oregano, cumin. I've got some basil back here. This is a pizza topping we love. I put this on homemade pizza sauce or add it to homemade pizza sauce, and it is so good. It's a pizza seasoning. We get organic onion powder from them, and we get parsley flakes. Now this particular one doesn't look like it's organic, so it is GMO free, which is next best thing, so we'll take it. Not everything they sell is organic. Not everything they sell is non-GMO, but for the majority it is. Here we've got several little bags of organic cocoa powder, 1-pound bags. Again, these are more, they might be necessities in our house with as much chocolate as we consume. But small sizes or big sizes can be purchased of those as well. I'm trying to think of anything else. This isn't all the spices I buy from them. This is just the ones I have right now. A lot of these are put away in jars in my utility room in our pantry area. So all of these prices compare or are better than Amazon. So again, choose who you want to support. If you can't find what you want here at Azure, and you can on Amazon, do what you have to do. What's most important is that you're feeding your family healthy foods, and supporting local farmers is awesome, but you do what you have to do, right? So these are some of the things. These are some of the things we get from them. I'm trying to think. The rice was another thing. What else? Ooh, multicolored popcorn. Let me just take you to my little pantry shelf here and show you this. I guess I should say I am a big popcorn eater, and this is Azure Standard's organic multicolored popcorn, and it is so good. It has such just different flavor. I don't know what it is about it, but we absolutely love it. And that is all I have left. So definitely need to order some more of that. Okay, that's some of the things that we get from Azure Standard. They really do have a whole bunch of other things. I was talking earlier, I think, about animal feed. You can get alfalfa, pretty inexpensive there. You can get chicken feed. I think you can get hog feed. You can just get a lot of stuff. You can get outdoor and garden supplies. You can get plant starts. They just have a lot. So I would encourage you to go check them out. I will leave a referral link down below. Full disclosure, that gives me a little credit with Azure Standard, no extra cost to you. If you want to click through that link, I would appreciate it. Thank you so much in advance for doing that. But just go check them out, guys. There's no time like the present to store up on these things. If you have problems storing these things, you know what? A lot of these things, even I'll keep them in the bags, but I will store them in 5-gallon buckets with a lid on it and just stack them in the corner of my utility room. Or if you have a heated garage or somewhere that's out of the elements, you could put them in 5-gallon buckets, put a lid on it, and store them somewhere like that, or a basement, or things like that. Put them in jars. I store all my spices in jars. The bulk of my flour goes in a 5-gallon bucket in the kitchen here under the cabinet. Just do what you have to do to get some of this stuff stored up so that when worse comes to worse, if it happens, you're prepared with some basics. You can make bread. You can make cornbread. You can make a bean soup. What else? You know, treats are wonderful. Granola bars are wonderful. But it's these other things, the flours, the oatmeal, things that are going to keep you going and keep your family nourished, the beans, the rice, that are going to keep your family healthy during times like this. So I encourage you to go check them out and see what they have to offer, and I hope you enjoyed this video. We'll be back with another one soon, I hope, and we're going to be planting garlic. So talk to you next time.